Hey, Speak Easy podcast listeners, out to be supposed to hear your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. And this is a great episode for you to tune into because some of you have been asking the question to journal or not to journal. Yes, that is a real question that people have asked me in my inbox or my DMs, depending on what platform you're in. But I I think now is the perfect time to journal. And this is why I'm excited about this episode because I am someone who's always been the person to write things down. With that being said, I'm excited about my guest. Hello. I, I'm looking forward to this conversation, guys. You will look forward to it too, because I want you to actually take notes on some things. And now is the time for you to really invest in your dreams. And we're going to talk about what that really looks like, after, during, and after COVID. With that being said, introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Darling. So my name is Duanna Barnes, and I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I created a journal series with 5 different titles during COVID.
Come through. I love it. I love it. Something that we talked about before, we pressed the start button was that throughout COVID, we saw a decline in notebook sales, but we saw journal sales went through the roof because people had time to really sit down with their thoughts, with their dreams, and really map out some actions to really seeing some things happen. So with that being said, Duanna, what made you say, you know what, now is the time to get these journals out? I'm not letting nothing stop me.
You know how you just kind of sit on something and you're not really sure if it's gonna be a thing or if someone is gonna buy. You're I think that we're scared of failure. And so but when he tells you to move, I feel like you need to move. And so I was told the journal a while ago, but I just started writing in the journal is what I did. I started writing in a new journal and creating different like little activities like how do you feel today, did you bathe today, did you eat today, because those things are important after you go through something. And so I didn't have anything but time. Why not get my baby out now? Why not get the goal and the dream out now? Why not do it now? I'm sitting, I have nothing to do. What better time than this?
Ooh, something that you really that you hit on that I want to make sure that we highlight is asking yourself those questions.
Mm-hmm.
If not now, then when? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why not now? What's really holding us back? Because ultimately, a lot of times, the things that we're so scared about, this fear, is things that we created in our head. Like, we creatives, we got a whole storyline in our head, right?
We have so much up there, but if you think about it, it's you versus you.
Ooh, say that again.
It's you versus you. So you battling get your butt out of there. You don't belong in that fight. You supposed to be battling other people or other stuff, not you. You know what I mean? And I honestly think it's a fear of failure and just fear. Fear holds a lot of people back from doing a lot of things. But I decided a few years ago that I'm going to do everything that I'm fearful of, because if I face it, I can't fear it. How do you have anything over me if I face you? You know what I mean? Um, whether it be a victim of something, whether it be miscommunication with something, we don't confront things. We let them go, and then once they die down, we try to come back. But I was hurt. We got to address that part. We got to address the misunderstanding, and people don't do that. We just let some time go by, and then we think we can approach it and come back to our position. No, ma'am. No, sir.
Ooh, okay. So we just going to let go of all the fire in this episode. I get it. I understand. I understand.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I may never be back. I got to give it to you now.
I'm going to give you all I got. Oh, man. Oh, man. There's so many things that we can dive into with what you just said, simply because I think we get into a habit of fear.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of the things that I've found is that by writing things down, I'm breaking some of those habits because I'm seeing it. And let's be honest, when we think in something, if you say it out your mouth, it it don't have the same power.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But if we realize how powerful our mouth and our tongue was, we will be careful how we speak to ourselves and how we speak to other people. How dare you speak something and it goes out into the universe and you think it's going to come back void? A lot of things what's going on with us is because how we speak to us.
Oh my goodness, that's powerful. I've been telling people for forever,
Mm-hmm.
the power of your words, life and death are in the power of your tongue, the power of your
True.
words. And for sure enough, yes, I am statements are powerful,
Mm-hmm.
affirmations are powerful. But guess what? Them
I
things
am so
take
surprised at how
place.
many people that don't do I am statements. I am meeting a lot of people that don't do them. And that's the first thing I say. What are your I am statements? What are your affirmations? And they're like, I don't know what you mean.
Mm,
And so, and here's the thing. Also, I think we also think that we can't learn from somebody younger than us or someone older than us. We want somebody that's the same age. Why? Y'all been through the same crap.
come on.
Get somebody that's been younger because younger people go through stuff too.
Yeah, they do.
But everything we go through sometimes is a choice. Not everything, but sometimes things are a choice. It's a decision that we've made, and now we're just getting the consequences. But young people go through stuff. Well-seasoned people go through stuff. Middle-aged people, everyone goes through stuff. It's life. It does not come with the manual, but it is coming. Okay, and not how you want it. Not all the time.
It
No, ma'am.
don't come with a manual, but it is
No,
coming.
no, it's coming.
Ah,
Yeah.
we're going to just drop all of these nuggets and quotes. Okay. We just go ahead and quote it. Speakeasy podcast listeners, that was a quotable moment. I want to see that out on social media. Thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah. Go on and tag that everywhere. Okay. Oh my goodness. Man, that battle. And I think for a lot of people, when it came to COVID, it was it was a light. Like
Hmm.
it was the light would shine all over what you've been doing, what you've been saying. If you really were a business owner, or if you were just a broke hobbyist, you all of those lights. Listen, it shined a light on everything that we were doing, and
Man.
we had an opportunity to sit with ourselves and say, "Am I going to continue to live this way,
Hmm.
or am I going to move?" And I think moving for me has been so significant because when I move, you move, right? So I've literally seen people around me make shifts and changes because of the moves that I've made.
Okay.
So if I would have stayed where I was, what would that have meant for the people that
Hmm.
were watching?
It would have affected them as well. And we don't think our that people watch our actions and that our actions don't affect other people, but they do because a lot of people watch. Like a lot of people watch me too, and I'm sure a lot of people watch you, and they want to know what you're gonna do. Because if you've been here for so long, if you've only done this and then now you moved away, why? They don't know the real reason, and we never really do. We just want something better, though. It's typically it. If not for us, for our families, we always want something better.
Mm.
And COVID took so like 2.2 million people jobs. What if another COVID come? Then what? You cannot pass your position to your child nor your title if they didn't earn it. You better create one for them. You could leave them that. You could leave them that. You know that position. They got rid of me. They gonna get rid of my baby. Can't even come in. And you should build something where your baby don't have to go in there. Ask nobody for a job. Her mama left her a position. Her father left her a position or in position.
Come on. You just
Mm-hmm.
that's what we gonna do?
Yeah,
We
I probably don't be back. I got to give it to you now.
oh my goodness, leave a position.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Uh it's significant because if you guys may remember in another episode for from the life after COVID, we were talking to someone who we've talked to some older people, we talked to some younger people, and one of the things we talked about was, that we always say the the richest place in the world is the grave. Well, yeah, the richest place in the world is the grave because uh we allowed it to go to the grave.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, have we had those conversations? Have we had those moments of saying, I need you to sit down and actually write this out. I need you to
Mhm.
sit down. And we think about we think about Nana favorite recipe. Did
Mhm.
you ask Nana's recipe before,
Mhm.
like, or were you too
We
busy?
don't never get the recipe. We just eat the recipe.
Come
But
on.
here's the thing: if you get the recipe, now even though it's Nana's and Nana pass on, but you get it and you tweak it and you sell it. It's not for you to keep making for your family to eat. What they gonna eat off of after she gone? We get the ingredients and just hold on to them for us. You supposed to cook it and sell it, create it and sell it. We aren't meant to be in poverty. And yet we keep staying there. We don't belong. The most millionaires are made during pandemic or depression times. I said I may not be one in 2021, but when the next one roll around, I won't be there either.
Come on.
So I have to start now. And it's mindset.
It really is. It really is. And when you can put some things in action, when you really
Mm-hmm.
start getting around the right people, one of the things you'll see is that as you writing things down, your conversations will change.
Yep. Yep. I could always tell. So um I picked up as a life coach as well. I took a course on life coaching, then I specialize in grief because I feel like that's the most challenging and that's the one that people don't like to talk about. And you would just be surprised on what they avoid. You know what I mean? And what they try to stay away from. And the thing is, it's going to happen and it's never going to be comfortable. And you never really could prepare for it. But when they start to speak about it, even if it's been 20 years later, I could tell they never got healing from it because it's still so bitter to them. So to be 20 years later and you acting as if it was 2 days ago, you've been holding on to that for too long.
It's the difference between better and bitter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, when I started doing a morning minute for it's just like 60 seconds, and I just hit them with a point and a pun and try to just encourage them. I was broken, but not no longer bitter. I couldn't do it bitter, but I could do it broken because sometimes we wait until we're like totally healed, and then but all the juices and all the stuff come from the pain. Use it. After it paralyzed me, it pushed me. Sorry, it did.
Oh my goodness, y'all. This episode has been fire so far, y'all. I hope you've been writing down these nuggets. If not, press that pause button, go and rewind and listen to it again. Make sure you got your note cards, your notebook. Go get you a journal.
Get you a journal.
Get you a journal and write these things down.
Mm-hmm.
Because for so long, again, the reason why things have gone to the grave is because we haven't written things down. It's because we've allowed our mindset to let us say, oh no, that's not a good idea. Or listen, people are out here buying air, y'all. They buying hamburgers with gold on it. They buying jeans with fake dirt. They got the money.
Fake dirt on the jeans.
Come on.
And they're
Look,
$100 or better, okay?
okay, a couple $100. And they pay, I said, I felt like a bad mother because I was making my kids wash their jeans. They could have just worn them.
They're coming back in style. So leave them grass stains alone, okay?
Leave them grass stains there. Go on, get you some more dirt. Go on and rub it on there real good. What in the world?
Mm-hmm.
But we always think that our idea is not good enough.
True.
So yeah,
I think it also stems from how we feel about ourselves, but a lot of how we feel about ourselves has been passed on from other people. Because you don't know you ugly until somebody tell you ugly. You don't know you fat until somebody tell you fat. You just a little thicker than she. You know what I mean? So other people pass things onto you that should have never been given to you. And then we spend our whole adulthood trying to reverse it, trying to find beauty in ourselves. That's a process in itself. That's a journey.
A journey back to self. Ooh. You
Mm-hmm.
know what? You know what, Duanna? I ain't fooling with you. I'm not fooling with you. I this because we be on here for like 3 hours, motivating the people, and they would be like, well, they be like, "Dang, it's not even light outside no more." I started listening. It was daylight outside. I don't know what happened because it's the real conversations that needed to happen that for so long we were scared to have because ooh, what if somebody knows that I'm not perfect? Ooh, what if somebody knows that I went through this in my childhood? Ooh, what if somebody knows? And the thing about it is if they what if they do?
Mm-mm. You trying to be perfect for people that don't care about you anyway. Okay, you ain't supposed to be perfect. You supposed to be living on purpose.
Come on.
That's how you get the promise when you find your purpose. You trying to be perfect for who? He created you. He already know how you are. But yet you're trying to put on an image and a mask for other people. And the thing about putting on a mask or trying to be something for other people, you forget it. You forget who you are. Now you done forgot your lines.
Come on.
But if you are who you always are, nobody got to tell you who you is. You know already. One day this lady asked me, said, "What's the most perception or something that you heard about yourself?" I don't hear nothing. My people cover me enough where they're not going to come back and tell me about what somebody said about me. For one, I'm always in me. For two, they know that. So if they can't be talking about me. They don't know me well enough.
Come on.
We be taking things personal about people that don't even know us personally. Mm-mm. No, ma'am.
So this is what we gonna say. Listen, because I know I'm gonna have to bring Duanna back on for probably about 4 more episodes. And I'm just letting you guys know that y'all gonna see her name again and probably 5 more agains after
I
that.
like that.
So man, there's so many things we could say. Okay. But I want you to let them know where they can find you at online
Okay.
and how they can get a copy of the journals
Okay.
if they're interested in getting the journals as well.
All right. So my social medias are Leading Lady D on Instagram. I am Duanna Glosson on Facebook. And then I also have a website where my journals could be purchased at www.just Duanna Duanna.com.
Love
And
it.
you
I love
don't
it.
have to get all the journals. I wrote 5. So they're love, grief, healing, joy, and encouragement. So whatever you feel that you may need.
Got it. I love it. Oh my goodness, this has been an amazing episode. Guys, listen. Now, if not now, then when?
Mhm.
Like your goals, your dreams, they're right in your reach. And the only thing holding you back is you. I absolutely loved having this discussion. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys, Speakeasy podcast listeners, you do because this is all about you. There would be no Speakeasy podcast if there were no listeners. So
Yeah.
make sure that you continue to let us know how these episodes are resonating with you. Leave us a review on your favorite podcasting platform. And we cannot leave out this episode without saying thank you to our sponsor, Good Living Now. Good Living Now has black seed oil capsules that you can take twice a day. Great for your health. And if you go to bit.ly/a greater life, you can actually see the story behind how it started from the CEO and founder, Harold LaFlaw, who was dealing with cancer. And he'll tell you about that journey there. So it's bit.ly/a greater life. I appreciate each and every one of you for checking out the hashtag Speak Easy podcast. And until next time, guys, don't forget to press it out. See ya.